get it working. You walk into what feels like a cathedral carved out of the forest. The sunlight is breaking through the same colored glass, like sunshine is breaking through leaves. And suddenly, the space feels alive. But it's not. It's not nature. It's a religious architecture to represent God's creation. What is this? This is La Sagrada Familia. I am deeply interested into religious architecture since I was a young kid, especially since I was raised in a religious family and went to religious schooling for a bit. I'm especially fascinated by the religious architecture that when you enter, it gives you that big wow factor and your jaw is dropping to the floor. I first learned about La Sagrada Familia in high school when I was watching a video about it, explaining the long era of construction and why it's going on to this day, and why the creator designed it in a certain way. So, for this class, I gained a deeper understanding how God used symbolism to represent and show God's creation through it. Moving on, people do not understand what they're seeing, especially when they see a famous building on social media or in person. They don't understand what the building is trying to say, what it's trying to symbolize. And according to people.com, many see but do not understand. So understanding how Gaudi used La Sagrada as symbolism shows that architecture can speak beyond words. Antoni Gaudi designed La Sagrada to symbolize stories and show beliefs through architecture. So first, I will explain how Gaudi used nature as inspiration for his architecture design. Second, how the facade tells its stories. Third, the impact it has on the world today. Gaudi designed it to reflect both nature and religion at the same time. Nature was his divine inspiration for it. And according to Time magazine, the tree-like designs of the pillars represents spiritual design through it. And in Data in Brief, nature represents divine creation according to the Bible. Here's a picture of La Sagrada Familia, the interior inside. As you can see, the tree-like pillars and the same colored glass. There is Christian symbolism throughout the whole building inside, such as the natural lighting comes through the same glass, and also the unique shapes they use for it to give off that forest feeling when you enter inside. And so, to Gaudi, nature equals God's creation. And it's also according to the Bible that God created nature. And that's how you use symbolism through it. These unique features I explained earlier explains why it is very distinctive itself. There's more distinctive features outside, as the facade itself tells a story. Each sculpture depicts a biblical figure or a biblical story. So, the Daily Telegraph says, January 10th, each sculpture itself shows Jesus' life in different scenes and different scenes of the Bible as well. Each figure is a key biblical character in the Bible. The timeline around the building, it's a timeline of Christ's life from the birth, death, and resurrection of himself, and the story on after. People like to call it a stone Bible, and that's what Gaudi was trying to go for. It is designed to symbolize it and just tell stories itself. But what's most important is that the century-long construction and the major impact it has on the world it shows why it's a key part in the world to this day. So the ongoing construction is going over 100 plus years, according to La Presse Canadienne February 2026 article, and it still follows Gaudi's exact vision to this day, according to them. The global reach is massive. It has reached over 1 million visitors yearly, according to people.com April 2025 article. And its facade, the building and each visitor has a key part into it, as they donate it to help continue on the construction to this day, according to La Presse Canadienne February 2026. In conclusion, Gaudi used religious meaning through architecture to show through nature and symbolism. First, He reflected divine creation through his architectural design. Second, each facade tells a biblical story. And third, the construction and the world impact. What started as an unfinished project became a global symbol of faith. Boom. Conclusion. Intro. First point. Second point. And third point.